And I respect all the comments that have been made regarding needing to do this as soon as possible. But when we received the first of the reports regarding needing to have a SWAT program, we were told that anywhere from 4 to 20 years, if I'm correct, is the amount of time needed to implement an integrated bus system. If we do something now, in 4 to 20 years, we can have an integrated bus system.
4 to 7.
4 to 7 years. We can have an integrated bus system. I'm just going by the numbers I was told. I apologize. Doing something now instead of, I believe, next semester, if we rush this through, we might get faulty numbers. We've got to worry about that. Now, I understand we want to save bobcats, and I am worried about saving one bobcat. I'm also worried about saving as many bobcats as I can. And I think that a better program, more sussed out, more thought about, more pushed through, that in 4 to 7 years, when it's implemented, will be a better program because we worked harder on this information to gather it. We worked harder to bring it forth. And when we brought it, they said, well, you know, they didn't do it in one semester, but, you know, they really worked hard to get that information. We're not talking about stopping working. We're not talking about, you know, pausing. We're not talking about doing anything because we're against it. We're talking about doing it better. We're talking about looking at it in a better perspective. We're talking about establishing these concise ideals, getting the surveys out, making sure that we're doing the marketing properly. I mean, we are still arguing about whether or not it's going to promote drinking. We're still arguing about whether or not we're going to get a false positive for one thing or the other. There are still little issues that we need to determine whether or not we can handle. And as long as we have these things, $2,500, which, by the way, we really can't afford right now, that goes into this program needs to be spent as best as possible. We don't have these little questions arising amongst us. And finally, if it takes an entire year, I don't care. The Star can slam me, and I love this. I read the Star probably as much as I can. I love you guys, y'all are great. But you know what? If it takes longer to get a better program, slam me in the Star. Because I'm not here to make myself look good. I'm here to serve the students. And by God, so are y'all. Let's hold off on this, guys. Let's make this right. Let's get rid of these little questions that we have. So whenever we implement this thing, we implement it correctly.